Hi, and welcome to the daily reading for July 7th. And as always, it's coming from Jesus Calling, Enjoying Peace in His Presence, and the book is by Sarah Young. And in case this is the first time you have popped in here, it's daily readings and they tie in with little verses from the Bible. Or they're not always little verses, sometimes they're bigger verses. But anyway, the passage itself has been taken from certain chapters and verses in the Bible. So, July 7th. Trust me in all your thoughts. I know that some thoughts are unconscious or semi-conscious, and I do not hold you responsible for those. But you can direct conscious thoughts much more than you may realize. Practice thinking in certain ways, trusting me, thanking me, and those thoughts become more natural. Reject negative or sinful thoughts as soon as you become aware of them. Don't try to hide them from me. Confess them and leave them with me. Go on your way light-heartedly. This method of controlling your thoughts will keep your mind in my presence and your feet on the path of peace. And this reading ties in with Psalm 20 verse 7, John 1 verse 9, and Luke 1 verse 79. So, go on your way light-heartedly after giving your negative thoughts to Jesus. How does that feel? Feels good to me. Having just done my meditation, I try to bring in mindfulness to each meditation. I don't often listen to a guided meditation or a relaxation meditation unless I'm guided to, unless I'm going through something that I think I will be helped by that kind of meditation. But I think just sitting quietly with your breath and noticing your thoughts is an excellent way to find peace in your daily life. So if you tie it in with Jesus, if you discover when you're sitting quietly that your thoughts are negative or sinful, then Jesus is saying, don't ignore them. Give them to me. Confess them. Just say, here, this is what's going on in my head, and can you just take that? And it's a very simple process. And the more you do it, the more easy it is to catch those negative thoughts. If you're busy living your day and your mind is just full of negative thoughts, it's difficult to catch yourself in that negativity sometimes. So this awareness that we can build on comes more easily if we can sit quietly with those thoughts to see what's hiding in there. Sometimes we don't realize that we're negative thinking until we sit quietly and watch what's coming in and out of our minds. Because most of the thoughts are rubbish, garbage. It's just like continuous. We can only have one thought at a time, but it can seem like we're having a million at a time. But it's because they're bombarding us like back to back to back. So anyway, Jesus says that we can direct our conscious thoughts more than we realize. And I think, I have done mindfulness for years, so I am very aware of the fact that I have control over my thoughts. But if you're new to it, it seems like an impossible process. But having come from a place where I didn't meditate, where I was stuck in negative thoughts all the time, in the chaos, in the drama, mindfulness built into your daily life. And it doesn't have to be an hour, it doesn't have to be half an hour, it doesn't even have to be 20 minutes. If you can build in 10 minutes of quiet time with your thoughts on a daily basis, you will notice a difference. And if 5 minutes seems too much, start with 1 minute. Just sit down quietly. And your mind will probably be like this. You'll have millions of thoughts and you'll think, I'm not meditating. But you've chosen to have that time and connect with Jesus or the God of your understanding, if that feels okay for you, or connect with the universe, or just connect with yourself. Just say, this time is mine. For the next minute, I am going to connect with myself. And then just see what happens. And don't judge it, just let it happen. And if you are, a Christian and you believe in Jesus, if you discover any negative thoughts, just say, Jesus, I am having these thoughts. Please can you take them and then go light-heartedly about your day? It sounds like bonkers and too easy, but give it a try. Namaste, love to you all. Bye now. Bye.